To add staff in MRX, go to the Setup menu at the top and select Staff. Then look to the lower right corner for the Add Staff button. Click there, and now many blank fields appear. Know that the red titled fields are required, which is the case on every screen, so keep that in mind, and start entering the information. The first name and last name are fairly straightforward. The short name is the name that will appear in the lower left corner and will appear when updating progress. So use a name that staff call each other in that case. Now the access type shows many options, and most are for your descriptive use to match the language at your school, but keep in mind that the system administrator option is the only exception. System administrators have special access to view all classrooms, to have access to many screens, including this one, and some overall access features. So keep that in mind. We do recommend having more than one system administrator, but for a teacher of a normal variety, go ahead and use your descriptive label that you prefer. Adding a new staff member will leave them active. When a staff member leaves your school, you'll go ahead and switch to inactive and save that to remove them from the system. Now feel free to enter their school email. The do not send email checkbox is basically unsubscribing from emails from us about updates and enhancements, but you also have the option to unsubscribe in our newsletters. So feel free to check that or not, but it will by no means be overwhelming. Now assign a login ID and password. And this must be unique across all of the MRX community. So many times a first name will already be taken. But go ahead and find one that makes sense and add a password. You will then give this login ID and password to that staff member for them to log in for the first time. Feel free to add the employment date, and when the staff actually logs in, you'll be able to see their most recent login date here to keep up with that. Feel free to add any notes along the way, and when you have all the fields filled in that you would like, look to the lower right corner to hit the red Save button. I now receive a pop-up. Because this is not a system administrator, I must assign this staff to a classroom in order for them to log in. I'll hit OK, and please find the related video for staff assignments. Also know at the top I have many tabs here to fill out even more information about this staff member. If I click the View Assignments tab, this will show me the classrooms that they are currently assigned to, which I still need to do, so it's blank at this moment. I can see the Contact tab for personal contact information as a reference for you, as well as the Education tab, which can note their training or their certificates. Finally, the Parameters tab, where I can check boxes to indicate if I would like this staff member to receive updates if the parent portal is set up and parents are making changes throughout their own system. This will give you notifications. And I do recommend that to stay on the same page, so hit Save there. That's it. I've gone through my tabs when deemed necessary. I can now see this staff member in the list, and as soon as I assign them to a classroom, they'll be ready for work with MRX.